cutting clutch A1 today, and I'll explain what the A1 means here just momentarily. But these actually, every one of these is pip. We noticed a pip last night. It was late. We decided we're going to cut today for you instead of cutting last night. Plus, we had a special guest coming down to assist with cutting, and that was Flat Mountain Pythons, who you've seen here before. They've been really gracious with us and helped a ton of stuff on our other Discord. So without her, like, yeah, we would not have that going at all. And she was really wanting to come help cut the Zebra Bee clutch we saw the other day, but unfortunately those pipped a little earlier than expected. They weren't going to wait that long. As you can see, once it starts, it tends to go, because last night it was just this little head out, and now it's all of them. We're like, hey, we can wait and do this while you're here, because it just started. And yeah, but we still need to cut these. None of them have crawled out yet, so we're going to do that. And Patreon, for you guys, we'll actually pull out almost all but one baby out of that Zebra Bee clutch. So for you guys, I'll get some tubs set up really quick, and when we do your live film, we'll wash those babies off and let you see them right away from that Zeus pairing with these Zebra Bees. So that's going to be real exciting, because the one that ain't out's coming out, because I know it's absorbed all the choke, and I'll be really honest, I need the tub, because over here, well, there's 2 eggs. There was only one a moment ago, so you have a snake in the process of laying. So tub space is going to be of the essence. Close her back up, let her finish her work. I'll be back here tonight setting up more eggs. That will be clutch number 15 on the year, with probably about somewhere between 8 and 12 more to go. So, pretty good year. I'm pretty excited. But right now, let's open these guys up. You ready to do it?
Yes. You bet.
Well, then let me step out the way, and I'll let you guys kind of do this. I'll come over here with de facto camera girl, in case any questions or things come in. And then scissors have already been disinfected, so have all of we. We'll just go from there.
Before you do, explain the A1.
Oh, yeah, the A1. So what the A1 means, if you guys remember, way back early in the year, we posted a video about the house fire that Alex went through. So with that, what survived, the vast majority of his collection was moved to our house and was here. So A1 means this is first clutch. Clutch number 1, A means Alex. So far Alex had 4 clutches laid. I do expect to see 3 or 4 more. That would be a slight downturn from what he produced last year, but honest to God, given what they went through with the house fire and how many lost, if we can get up to 6 clutches, I would say that's pretty successful. So I'm really hoping to get there for him. We're currently at 4. This is his first one. They will be sold through us as well on Patreon first, and then he'll be able to do whatever he wants with them after that, minus any holdbacks he does choose. So that's how that's going to go. All right, ready to cut?
Let's cut.
Let's cut.
All right, I'm going to help this little one, since his head seems to be a little bit stuck there.
And what was the pairing on this clutch?
That would be good to tell you, right? It was a banana spinner
Sorry.
to a black pastel. So far on the heads, I'm not seeing the banana come through, but I think we're going to see a little bit of everything else.
Come on, pumpkin. No. Sorry, my hand's going to be in the way just for a sec. Just because of the angle, I don't want to hit BB. But I really want to get a little bit
When you get close, if you just pop it, it'll just pop free.
Sure it will.
Here, watch, I'll show you. There's a trick to it.
I got it.
Did you get it?
Surgeon's
Just grab
hands.
it, go boop, and that eggshell will just pop, and then it'll be freed up.
Yeah. Oh, yes, I know. My hands are in the way.
It's okay.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, I fell in the back of my hand a lot. Especially when I'm self-filming these. Like, it's got to be terrible. But mainly why we do it is for full disclosure. So what we're seeing in there is that's definitely got pinstripe in it. I'm not sure on the black pastel, and as thin as those lines are and as broken as they are, you're probably actually looking at spinner. So you probably got a spider pin in there. And it'll be easier to tell when it's fully out. But a lot of times your pinstripe, when you first start breeding, you're like, oh, I got a spinner, because it'll be such a thin line. And then when it comes out, it won't be. But when you see this break right about there in the lines, they're all broken up on the back. That's a lot more of an indication.
Cut down, or?
No, it'll come out when it's ready. We know it's live and healthy, and I don't want to push it. I'd rather just make sure they're good to go and call it a day. There's nothing more fun than cutting eggs. Seeing them babies come out for the first time, just...
Oh, I know.
It never gets old.
Mm-mm.
Never gets old. Hello, Valor. What's up, Caleb? I get to see a few of the comments this way too.
Yeah.
Somebody said, "Where's the gun?" That gets me fired, and arrested. I can't do that. It's bad news bears for us.
What's a ganja?
That shows how naive my wife is and how sheltered she grew up.
I'd have the same question too. So.
It would be a reference to marijuana.
Uh-huh.
Now that's got the banana in it. So the banana is coming through. Give that thing a little touch. Let's make sure it's kicking still.
Oh yeah.
Doing good. Awesome. Looks like banana spider. Maybe some more floating around. You can see how much thicker the line is. So, but the nose is telling us there's, I think, spiders on that one. So I think we got a banana spider there. So that's good. It's the first banana I'm seeing. It's pretty awesome.
Try and free this one.
Well, Chris, you're always welcome, even though you don't live close, man. Come on down. It happens. People have actually traveled a little bit of a distance. It always amazes me, but we always love to have people. Babies? Yeah. We got some babies. And I know I kind of said this the day, but I want to reiterate it.
There you go.
We are having a much better success rate so far this year than last year, which tells me the move was a big thing, and I'm feeling a lot better because I had some concerns after last year. I really, truly did.
Mm-hmm. Explain how you would purchase a snake from Olympus.
So, not much gets released, but it all gets released on Patreon first.
Yep.
And most of it doesn't clear there. So if you're a Patreon member, we'll release in groups. I do plan on getting the rest of 19s pushed out here in the next, hopefully, 45 days at the worst.
Black pastel?
That would probably be a black pastel. Yep. Not seeing any banana in there, but the wonky pattern. It's not twisting like a blitz. It can kind of be confusing, but definitely not a normal. So I'd say it's certainly got black pastel. So being a Patreon member is certainly the way to go to do that. It's the best way to get a chance to purchase anyway. Otherwise, you're going to find us at a show. I typically don't sell on Morph Market. It's nothing against Morph Market. I don't want to pay for an account. You know, we have our own setup there, and it's not just me selling on Patreon anymore. The members there have a place that they can sell their babies to, so there's access to things I don't produce as well, which is really awesome. I know there's been some trading back and forth there, so it's been working really good. What's going on, Jojo? Jojo just showed up.
Yay! Hi, Joe. Miss you.
Thanks, Chris. It is a pretty good community. I mean, I can't believe it exists. They treat everybody great. If there's a weak link in the community, honestly, it's probably me. I need to find more time to be involved in our Discord than I am.
A lot of blood.
It'll happen. Don't worry.
You hit a vein. It's okay.
Yep. So if there was a weak link in the community, it's actually this guy right here. Not the guy on camera, the guy talking. I should say that. But it is pretty awesome. Yeah, the Discord is pretty amazing. They actually have a weekly standing Cards Against Humanity game. I got to participate in it once. They don't ever invite me. I'm very sad.
You're invited every week. You never show up.
I know it's pretty bad. But it's a good community. They have a lot of fun, and also the thing with it is there's not the negativity you find on Facebook. People are very helpful. That is a pretty snake. I see that thing moving. That's got the banana in it for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's moving around. Yep. It's doing great. I can't tell what all's in there until it's out, but I was a guessing man. I would say banana, black pastel, pin if I was gonna guess. But that's kind of a guess right now.
Did you do last time?
Yeah, go ahead.
Really kind of, that's cool. So far I'd say that's the baby of the group, man. Definitely the baby of the group. So yeah, the community is really good in spite of it coming from me.
Hi, baby.
The why?
That one's moving.
I don't get the why.
Today, I pet my lizard today.
Oh, sweet!
One's
Congratulations.
ready to come out nice and dry.
Yeah.
We were moving around.
Oh yeah, and that means they all had PIP. They're ready to start bust out. So the eggs, what they'll do is they'll actually die when they quit taking oxygen. They'll just sit in there and absorb the yolk, and that's why they dry out. They're not really supposed to stay in there. It's part of it. You'll find some that'll stay nice and moist too. Like this egg right here, you can see how that shell's breaking down and it's getting the light spots. That's normal. That's telling that snake, hey man, it's getting evicted is what that snake is doing right now. It's getting evicted from the egg. The egg's not going to be a viable place for it, and that's why they start to leave that. That's also why you'll see them kind of crinkle in as they get kind of close to hatching a lot of times and things like that. That's definitely got some at least black pastel rolling around in it too. Yeah.
That's really pretty. Let me get my hand out of the way.
Yeah.
A really nice black pastel. So it looks like we got at least a couple black pastels, a couple bananas, a couple that appear to be maybe pins or spinners. We'll see when they're out, and I can see the head more and everything else. So all in all, I would say pretty damn good clutch. What do you think?
Oh, they're gorgeous.
So,
Beautiful.
Alex, if you're watching, there you go. There's your first babies of the year. If you're not watching, I guess you should have watched, right?
I don't know if we gave him a ton of heads up or
ton of heads
anything.
up. But, he's probably like not working or anything right now. But yeah, all doing really well.
I do
That's
too,
good.
David.
What's
I
that?
do too. Miss the beard.
So here's the thing, guys. I know a lot of you said that I looked younger without it. And I think you're right. I think it does make me look a little older. But that wasn't really a full democracy because the wife's vote's going to count more than anybody else's. And she likes it. So it will come back once COVID's over. I will not be able to grow maybe much more than a really short thing during COVID because the mask drives me absolutely nuts with the beard. So the minute the mask mandate went in, I made it about 12 hours under mask mandate, came out of the bathroom with it gone, and she was really sad. And I was like, it's driving me it's driving me insane. I cannot deal with it. So yeah, that's one of those things. But guys, show you another trick, and I'm going to tell you why. So we use different things to brace these eggs. There you go. And here we use Q-tips. Q-tips are great. You can use plastic silverware. You can use whatever. But we used to just do that all the time and not worry about it. What I'm going to tell you is when you cut these eggs, or when they pip, or whatever, it don't matter, remove all these. Now, I don't know if that caused me a problem last year or not. It's possible it did. And this may be over just me being overly cautious. But the fact of the matter is that I did have a snake either regurge one of those or pass one time. So that tells me that one of them little bastards was actually dumb enough to eat a Q-tip as a baby. And you think of human babies, they put everything in their mouth too. Human babies are kind of dumb. Sorry if you just had a baby, it ain't smart till it learns anything. It's just the way it is. You got to remember it's going to be kind of the same way. So take those out because they're probably not good in a snake digestive tract. And that would go with any foreign object that you're putting into your tub. That they could eat it, make it gone. Chances of anything bad of them actually having a problem from it are probably pretty slim, but why take that extra chance when it takes me 10 seconds to remove them if you choose to use something to brace? I like something to brace. I don't want the egg to roll, whenever I'm moving stuff around, but just get rid of it here. Because now if this egg rolls over, the snake's just going to come out. It ain't going to be a huge issue. They're all fully developed. They're all breathing air. There's no concern about why we brace them, so those bracings can come out and problems solved. All right, anything else, guys?
Nope, that's it.
Anything else from you guys?
Nope.
How long have we been on here?
14 minutes.
14. Okay, we're going to go to about 16, 17 minutes, answer any questions, show a few things off if you want. Obviously, if super chats come in, we will stay longer. So that's the way to keep us. Otherwise, we'll switch over to Patreon. Because that's kind of how we're doing things now. It's not to be greedy. It's just a matter of, I only got so much time in a day, man. As y'all can see, I've got an incubator full. I got this
How long
stuff.
after you cut the eggs do you feed them?
So what we'll do, once they're out, we'll wait till their first shed. After their first shed, then just the very next feed day we have, we'll offer food. I don't get concerned if they don't eat right away. A lot of it will depend on the snake's body condition and how much the snake, if it starts to lose body weight, that would be concerning. They're usually born with a little pot belly from the yolk, kind of look like me, and that'll start to disappear. That's not a big worry, but if they start to lose weight, then we'll start looking at assist feeding. But I offer first feed day after shed. So if they shed, next day's feed day, we're offering food. If they shed on Saturday, they're going to wait till Friday and get offered food. So that's pretty typical for how we do things. I would say it's pretty close to the industry standard. I think most people do it about the same. Some people do feed their babies every 5 days instead of every 7, which is fine. We do every 7 because if we would have to do every 5-day feed day and a 7-day feed day, that 5-day feed day would be changing what day it's on because it's not the same in a week, and it'd just be more than we can really track.
Okay.
So 5 and 7.
This Michael's having trouble getting a hatchling to eat. They've tried Pinky Rats, Fuzzy Rats, Frozen Thawed, and they tried to do an assist feed.
Okay.
None of that has all taken,
Okay.
and it usually spits them out. What can we do?
So, one, if its body condition is at the point that you really truly need to do an assist feed, I would use a rat pink. Or if it's a smaller baby, you can get you like a mouse hopper, a little smaller than a rat pink, like a fuzzy one, but don't use a mouse pink. It's too small. Kill it first, and you can do that. You can use frozen thawed. You can use a spinal dislocation. You can use a blunt force trauma as long as it's effective. You don't want it to suffer. There's no point in having it suffer. And then I like to take that rodent and I like to wet it. So I'll put it in a dish of water, and that water will act like
A lubricant.
a lubricant, right? Exactly. So then get it started. And when you're assist feeding, once you've done it a lot, you'll kind of get a feel for it. And you'll feel that snake clamp down. If that snake clamps down on it, then cool. I just set that snake down. It's going to do the rest. If it's not clamping down on it, I try to get the front shoulders at least in, right? And work a little bit in. Close the snake's mouth. Pull back slightly on that rodent you're trying to set the teeth in. Set it down and then watch it. And if it'll start taking it down, great. If it doesn't and it starts trying to move it out, I'll pick it back up. And this is when you're at the point where you have to get a food in, okay? I don't do this first time. This is when you have to get a food in. Then you can take and you can work that rodent the rest of the way down into the snake. All the way into its mouth, massaging its belly, working it down through the esophagus until you'll feel it pull. That's not the ideal situation, but it is a reality. If you're going to breed, that there's going to be a handful of times every year you're going to have to do that. When you're at the point of force feeding, your survival rate on your babies is going to drop considerably. But I've had a ton of babies I force fed that take off and do great. It's just one of them deals. So, anything else for you? Go?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, no super chats came in, right?
Nope.
All right, then we're going to hop off here and slide over to Patreon. All right, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.